Welcome back to Fallout, the board game. We're playing the Capital Wasteland scenario with the Ghoul, us. We are vilified, of course, against the Super Mutant, who is up in the corner here. And we're continuing on. So we have a bunch of quests now on the board. We have Vault Rumors, which is kill any raider. We have one more silver dollar, which we need to either go to the tower to help the Brotherhood of Steel, or we have to go to Project Purity and do a bunch of stuff there, which is not going to be simple, especially with the Death Claw hanging around. We have Growing Pains, which is kill a level 2 or higher raider, and we have one right here. So there's lots of options for us to go. We're up first. So let me think about what we want to do, and we'll be right back with the Ghoul's turn. All right, we as the Ghoul, I think what we're going to do is we are going to go down here to the regulator, and we're going to attack him, because if we can take him out, we will be able to complete 2 quests. And I house rule it that you choose which quest to complete. You don't just complete both of them. I know there's been some back and forth at Board Game Geek. I don't know if there's anything official out there. I couldn't find it that says you must complete quests. I don't even think, I mean, it's kind of a role-playing game, so you should have the option to say, okay, I've just killed a level 2 raider. I don't want to complete that quest. But the quest is supposed to trigger, but it doesn't say that it must trigger and you have to complete it in the rule book. It just says you can. So I'm interpreting it, it says you can complete, you can fulfill the objectives of the quest, meaning it's optional. That's the wording that I'm taking it to be. And yes, there can be arguments back and forth, but the way I'm going to do it, if we take this guy out, we actually have the ability to complete 2 quests. And according to some of the arguments, yes, you should be able to complete both of them at the same time. I'm going to say you get to choose if you want to complete one of them, not all of them, just to kind of leave a bit of fairness in the game for the other players to be able to complete other ones. So anyway, with all that preamble, we're going to take a move action first. We're going to go 1-2 into here. And for our second action, we are going to attack the regulator. He has the gun icon. He drops loot, which is also beneficial for us if we want to gear up with stuff. He's a level 2. Now remember, we do have metal armor now, which gives us 1 shield, or 1 protection from 1 hit. Alright, I'm going to get out the dice tray, and we're going to roll up this attack. If we look at the regulator, if this will focus, because I have it zoomed, it may or may not. We need to hit him in the body and in the legs, and we have to hit him twice. So we have no rerolls, so this could go badly for us. We already have 2 damage. So let's see what happens. All right, let's get out the dice. We're going to roll them up. We're going to hope for body and legs, and we're going to hope that he doesn't hit us too many times and do too much damage to us. And what did we get? No! All right, well, that was a utter failure on our part. We hit him in the legs once. We hit him in the head twice, which apparently doesn't kill him. I guess that hat is armor-plated. He hits us twice, okay? But we do have metal armor, which is going to negate 1 hit. So we're basically going to take 2 damage, because he's 2nd level for the 1 hit, and we don't kill him. Damn it! Alright, well, that didn't help us. Alright, so let's go to our player board. We're going to have to take those 2 damage, and that's going to end off the Ghoul's turn. Alright, the Wasteland is a harsh place. We're going to take 2 more damage. We're going to go from 10 down to 8 health. Damn it! We weren't able to take him out. So he got the better of us, and he's still there in our space. That's going to end the Ghoul's turn. Up next, the Super Mutant. We'll see what he's going to do. Alright, we got the Super Mutant way up here in the north. The first action the Super Mutant's going to do is he's going to explore. He's got this nasty Super Mutant Skirmisher level 3 gunning for him, and he wants to put a little distance between him and this guy. So we're just going to take him off the tile for a second. We're going to look at this tile, and if it will focus, we have Hoffman's Farm, and we have a radiation zone here. A bug will appear, but he gets to place now the Super Mutant Skirmisher in any of the locations here, and he's going to place him in Hoffman's Farm because he's a couple of spaces away from the super mutant, so he's not going to get to him in the next turn. He has a ranged ability. Okay, and yes, we have to place a face-up bug on the board, and we get a Stingwing level 2. Have to hit him in head and body, and no special things associated with him. And he's not aggressive either, so that appears there. So we got all kinds of enemies on the board now. That was the super mutant's first action. His second action, I do believe, is going to be... where does he want to go? He wants to stay away from this guy. I think he's going to move action. He's going to go 1, 2, here to the Super Duper Mart, and get in the face of the Raider Scum. Now the Raider Scum is not aggressive, so it's not going to attack him right away. And I know I got the super mutant's head chopped off in the camera view. I apologize, but I'm not going to move it. That's going to end off the super mutant's turn. So kind of uneventful. They are both in spaces now with raiders, and it's going to be interesting. So let's get an agenda card out and see which enemies will activate. All right, we're going to pull an agenda card, and we're going to see which enemies activate. Ooh, super mutants, bugs, death claws, and we do them in that order. So, wow, so the raiders don't activate. That's super mutant, though. Boy, he is really coming for somebody. He is 1, 2, 3. He's quite a ways away from the ghoul, but he's only 1, 2, 3 away from the super mutant. He's going to go right here into this radiation zone. I believe that's the fastest way. He is really coming for the super mutant. Must be a traitor to his clan or something. He's gunning for him. All right, that was super mutants activating, and now bugs will activate. And we have quite a few of them. We have the feral ghoul, who is 1, 2, 3 away from the ghoul, and is 1, 2, 3 away from the super mutant. So which one will he go towards? All right, let's... Okay, equidistance. We're just going to roll a die. 1, 2, 3 will be the ghoul. 4, 5, 6 super mutants. 4, 5, 6. Everyone wants to kill the super mutant. So the feral ghoul will move. Actually, he'll move right here, Ashbury Road, because it's 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Blocking off that settlement and make it the worst for our enemies. So that's bug number 1. This bug will flip over, and it is another Stingwing. Okay, lots of those popping up in the Wasteland. Other bug, we have a Rad Roach, another Stingwing, and they're both going to go for the super mutant because he is the closest. So this Rad Roach going to go here. The Stingwing going to go up in the same spot as the super mutant on its way. Wow, super mutant getting kind of boxed in there, which is good for the ghoul. All right, that was basically the end of a round. So we're going to go into another one. Up next, of course, we have our ghoul going first again. And the first thing he's going to do is he's going to try... Oh, man, he only has 8 hit points. I think he's going to have to try and attack that guy again. So I'm going to zoom in here. He's going to attack the regulator once more. He's got to have better luck this time. All right, so this time, I'm going to try it again. Our first action for the ghoul, he will attack the regulator. Come on. And what does he get? Oh, it looks like he may have done it. He may have done it. He's got body legs. Oh, man, he took some damage doing this, though. All right, this is all good. All good for the ghoul, because we got body, 2 body hits or a body leg. So we do kill the regulator. However, we're going to take a pounding. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 hits against us. We're going to negate one of them with our metal armor. Wow. So we're going to take 3 hits, which equates to 6 damage. Holy man. All right, let's deal with taking the raider out, taking 6 damage. Wow. Let's process that thing. And actually a lot's going to happen because we also did now complete a quest. All right, lots happening. Okay, let's take our lumps. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 1 negated by metal armor, which means we're taking 3 hits of a level 2. We're going to take 6 damage. We have 8 health. We go down to 2. We are extremely close to being knocked out, which is very bad for us. Okay. Lots to do. Okay, so the next thing, he has loot. Let's go ahead and grab our loot because I don't want to forget that. So we get a loot for taking him out. We get day tripper. It's drugs. It says during a test or fight that does charisma or luck, exhaust to add a hit. Then test endurance 3. If you become addicted, if you fail, you become addicted. Well, I got lots of drugs on me. If you are addicted, you cannot discard this card and it costs 1 cap to unexhaust. Alright, I have my 3 items now in inventory. I cannot carry any more. I think I need to go to a settlement somewhere and sell my drugs. Okay, that takes care of the loot, takes care of the damage. Now we get 2 experience, which is awesome. And yes, how you do experience is you just do it all, and then you do the level up. So we're at C, so we had 2 experience. So we're going to go 1 to the XP spot and 2 to perception. Alright, which means we've leveled up. So we're going to reach into the handy dandy bag of his awesomeness, Crown Royal. We're going to pull out 2 tokens. And we're going to grab, see which ones they are. We got perception and intelligence. Now we already have perception, so we could pick this, get a perk, or we could take intelligence. I wonder if it's worth taking the perk so we can, well, I think we're just going to go ahead. We're going to take intelligence. We're going to pump up our intelligence. It may help us in future quests if we need intelligence for re-rolling on something. Okay, have I done everything? I have taken the damage. I have got my loot. I have leveled up my character. And let's go out on the board now. So we get rid of this guy. He's gone. And we need to place another raider out on that spot. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to deal with the quest that we just completed. Alright, so we have to replace the raider. The raider camp is full of raiders. And I guess they heard the gunfire and the fighting and all the stuff that's happening. And another one appears face down. That's how you do this in the rules. Okay, we now have... we actually have 2 rumors that we could complete, and like I said, I'm kind of house ruling it. We're going to complete one of them and not both. I know that's probably going to annoy some people, but that's how I play the game. It makes sense that our ghoul is actually trying to do one or the other and not just happens to trip upon doing 2 at once. So we'll go and look at the 2 that he can complete, and then we're going to pick one of them. Alright, and the 2 rumors that we can't complete, and yes, it's all open information. Yes, spoilers! If you're watching this playthrough, you're probably not too worried at this point about spoilers. So the first one is, we could do Growing Pains. Kill a level 2 or higher raider. We just did that. Which would give us an agenda card, 2 loot, stage 114, trash this card. Or we can do Vault Rumors, which is kill any raider, which we just did, which would give us an agenda card, stage 68 and trash. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Growing Pains, which means dispose of the raider leader. So he was a raider leader causing a settlement issues. So we're going to get an agenda card, 2 loot, stage 114, and trash this card. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we get an agenda card. And what is our agenda card? It is, damn it, loyalty to the Enclave. Well, this is not working out very well. Basically, for each space the Enclave is advanced farther than Brotherhood of Steel, you get extra. Alright, you get an extra influence point. So this is worth 1 influence. At the start of your turn, you can declare influence. Declare loyalty. Damn it, to them. I don't want to. So we have 2 agenda cards. Of course, the other one has to do with us finding some awesome armor, which maybe, because we're going to get 2 loot cards now, might help us. Well, we have 2 influence. That's not really very good. So next up on the Growing Pains is we get 2 loot cards. Alright, let's hope it's not more drugs. Alright, 2 loot cards. We get water. During your turn, you may discard this card to recover 5 hit points. Then suffer 1 radiation. Oh man, suffer radiation. We recover hit points for suffering radiation. This would heal us 6 hit points. That is pretty awesome. And junk. Oh man, during your turn, you may discard this card and another junk card to gain 1 card of your choice from the shop or from the loot or shop discard piles. We have 5 items now. We need to actually get rid of... I think we have to immediately go down to 3. Which is a bit of an issue because I kind of wanted Grognok the Barbarian. Going to check the rules. I don't know if we can use stuff right away to go down to 3 items or whether we have to immediately go down to 3 items. Just going to check that and come right back with the decision. All right, the rules are pretty clear. We have to immediately discard down to 3 cards. We're going to dump Day Tripper. That's kind of a useless card for us, so we're going to get rid of it. We are... oh man, I want to keep the 2 junks because we can cash them in for an inventory item, which is awesome. Do we want the experience from Grognok the Barbarian, or do we want the 6 hit points from the water? We can get this back right away if we want. Oh man, I think we're going to dump Grognok the Barbarian. That would have given us 2 experience points, but I think healing 6 right now is a little better option for us. And so that's actually what I'm going to do. All right. So we have our 3 items. We have 2 junk, we have water. We're going to immediately quaff the water, which heals us. Does that say 3 or 5? That's 5 hit points. My glasses. Okay, 5 hit points plus 1 for radiation. And our special ability is your hit point maximum is 12. When you would suffer radiation, recover that amount of hit points instead. So the radiated water actually helps us. We get 6 hit points back. We're going to use it right now. So we're going to go from 2, 3, 4, or we're going to go up to 8 hit points. All right, that healed us a lot. So that leader had lots of stuff on us. Now we're going to take the junk cards. We have 2 of them. It says during your turn, which is still right now, you may discard this card and gain another junk card and another junk card. Gain a card of your choice from the shop or from the loot or the discard pile. So we can get rid of this and get a card from the loot discard pile, which would be any of the ones we just got rid of. Or do we want something from... you know what? I think we're going to go ahead. This is the discard pile for the loot. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to re-get Grognok the Barbarian. Because, I mean, that's valid, and we're getting rid of the 2 junk cards to do it. Because I already have armor, and although I could get the lab coat, which would let me carry any number of drugs, but this gives me 2 experience points when I rest, which I think I'm going to do for my second action. So I think we're going to take that card. If you're following all the logic here, which I hope you are, as I talk and talk and talk. All right, continuing on with Growing Pains. So we've got our agenda card, we got our 2 loot, we have to stage 114. So we're going to take a look now at 114 card, and then we're going to get rid of Growing Pains. So let's take a look at 114. All right, I hope this is focusing nicely for us. Blood for blood. It says, although the inhabitants of the fledgling settlement are grateful that the raiders have been driven off, a new problem has arisen. The raiders will respect the borders set by the settlement, but only if the raider was killed, if the raider that was killed is replaced by another. Ah, damn it. So that didn't really do much for us. So we can offer another to take his place. So we can go to the raider camp and discard a companion. Well, we don't have a companion to become the head of the raiders. So that's kind of a useless option. It would give us an agenda card, stage 113 in trash, or we offer our services. So we need to make a strength, endurance, or we have strength, endurance, and agility reroll ability, which of course I have none of them. So that's kind of useless. We get an agenda card, we become vilified. Well, we already are vilified. You can't become vilified twice. Stage 116 in trash. So it's something we could try to do, or we can just leave it there. I think what I'm going to do is I think we're going to leave it there, and I think I'm going to do a camp action as my second action. All right, after taking out the raider leader and going through all the stuff we did, we are going to camp here. And yes, we can camp here because there's no face-up enemy in our space. So that is a valid option. What do we do when we camp? We heal 3 hit points. we get the well-rested trait, and I'm going to read Grognok the Barbarian. So let's take a look at all of this and see what it's going to do for us. All right, so we're resting. We're going to get 3 hit points back. 8, 1, 2, 3, up to 11. We're almost to our maximum of 12. We get the well-rested trait. Now this can be cashed in for a re-roll on any test or fight, which is good to have. So we're vilified and we're well-rested. We are also going to read or use Grognok the Barbarian. It says, when you camp, if you do not have strength, which I do not have, you may discard this card to gain 2 experience points. Awesome. So we're going to get 2 experience points for that, going 1 and 2. All right. That takes us 1 more experience now for us. We level up again. Okay, that's not bad. That was our camp action. That was our second action for our turn. Up next will be the Super Mutant. All right, the Super Mutant is going to actually, I think he's going to go over here and move into this space. The reason he's going to do it, this guy's aggressive, so it's not going to take him an action to fight. And he wants to get some more experience. And this guy doesn't have loot, though, but we'll live with it when we get there. He wants to get away from this guy as well. This Super Mutant is just too brutal. So 1, 2, he moves in here to Ashbury Road Settlement. And where a Feral Ghoul is hanging out, the Feral Ghoul is aggressive and immediately attacks the Super Mutant, which doesn't cost an extra action. So after this fight, the Super Mutant will still have another action. So we're going to get out the dice tray, we're going to roll. Alright, so I zoomed out a little bit because there's a lot of tokens on the board. I don't want to have the dice tray mess them up. So he's going to roll this attack. Come on, Super Mutant. Let's see if you can take out the Feral Ghoul. And, oh my god, that looks like an absolute and utter failure. Oh man. The Super Mutant is in trouble. Okay, wow, that's a head and 2 arms. This guy needs legs. Oh, hang on. Oh, head, body, and legs. He only does 1 hit to the Feral Ghoul. Damn it. Doesn't take him out. Takes 1, 2, 3 hits in return of a 2nd level monster. That's going to give the Super Mutant 6 damage. And the Super Mutant was unable, I can't believe that, unable to take down this guy. That is absolutely horrendous. Oh, God. Bad rolling. And he has no reroll abilities. So let's go to the Super Mutant's area. Wow, he's going to take 6 damage, but then he will have another action remaining at the end. That was a pathetic attempt at the Super Mutant to take out that Feral Ghoul. He ends up taking 6 damage instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's down to 5 health. And he can't even rest in that spot because he's now in there with a face-up enemy. He's taken a major beating so far in the Wasteland. He has 1 more action left. Let's go ahead and see what he's going to do for his final action. And of course he could attack the Feral Ghoul again, but I think he is not going to be that foolhardy. He's going to get out of dodge. He's going to do another move action, 1 and 2. He's going to move over here. So now at least he is not adjacent to anything that's going to attack him. So he probably want to do a camp action in the next his next turn. And that's going to be the end of another round. The Ghoul is gone, Super Mutant's gone. We're going to pull an agenda card and see which enemies now activate again. All right, we're going to be pulling an agenda card, which we're running out of pretty quickly here. And we have Raiders and Bugs. Raiders and Bugs. Okay. Raiders activate first. Oh, damn it. Did we have a Raider activation? I don't think we did we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. I was worried that we might have missed a movement, but we didn't. So we have Raiders going first. The Bounty Hunter is hunting for us. That Raider moves. Raider. This Raider is coming after us. The Raider scum. And this Raider is going to activate. Oh, wow. And this Raider is not aggressive. So that is good. Just a looter. So after we come in and take out the leader of the Raider camp, of course, looters appear. So we have a looter here. No, And that's it. So that was Raiders activating, and now the bugs are going to activate, which means this Feral Ghoul is coming down here. The Stingwing is going to go here. This Stingwing is going to, I think his best option is to go down here because it's the quickest way. And the Rad Roach is going to go in here then with the Super Mutant Skirmisher. All right. Everything's moved. This is a Deathclaw. Everything has done what it's going to do. So I think for this video, we will do one more. We're going to do one more round, and then we're going to call it an episode. So starting again with the Ghoul, who is now in here with a Looter, which is actually good news for him. We're going to start with the Ghoul and see what he's going to do. Well, I think it's pretty obvious what the Ghoul is going to do. He is going to take out the Looter. Let's take a closer look at the Looter, if it'll focus, which I can't tell if it's focusing. It looks like it is. He's just a level 1. Need to hit him in the legs. He drops loot. All right. Now, we're well rested, so we can have one reroll if we so desire. But we'll worry about that when it happens. All right, I'm going to set up the dice tray. And we're going to roll up that battle. All right, we are attacking the Looter. So our first action for the Ghoul, attacking the Looter. And we get a mass, an absolute mass of body hits, which doesn't do a damn thing. All right, well, oh man, that kind of sucked. We only take one hit, though, and we do have metal armor, negating the one hit, so we take no damage. So you know what? Instead of using well rested to reroll, we're just going to go for our second action. We're just going to attack him again. Oh man, let's see if we can hit him. All we need to do is hit him in the legs once. Can we do it? Unbelievable. We do not hit him in the legs at all. Damn it. That's 6 dice rolls. I guess legs, no, legs are... Well, we're going to use well-rested. This is ridiculous. So we're using our well-rested token for a reroll. And we get to reroll any number of dice. So let's reroll the 2 that had hits on them. We'll leave that one because we're not going to take any damage from that one. Come on, all we need is legs. Silly legs. Unbelievable. Wow, this is unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculously unbelievable. That was basically an entirely wasted round. For the Ghoul, he attacked the Looter twice, even with well-rested reroll. 3 body hits again. We get 1 hit, but we have metal armor. So it's just a back and forth battle with no resolution. The Looter is still there. Holy kirapo. Alright, well that sucked for the Ghoul. Up next is the Super Mutant, and we'll see what the Super Mutant is going to do. Alright, so it's the Super Mutant's turn. The first thing he's going to do, because he's so beaten up, he is going to do a camp action. Alright, camping action, let's go to his player board. He's going to recover 3 hit points, get the well-rested trait, and so let's go ahead and do that for his first action. Alright, so he's going to recover 3 hit points. 1, 2, 3, he's up to 8 hit points. And he gets the well-rested trait, which would give him a reroll. That was his first action. Let's go back to the board. He has 1 action remaining. All right, the Super Mutant feeling a little bit better now. He is going to move. He's going to do a move action. He's going to move in here with the Feral Ghoul again, and he is going to be attacked by the Feral Ghoul because the Feral Ghoul is aggressive. He still has 1 movement point remaining afterwards, though. So let's go ahead and have this fight happen. If that's going to be in screen, which it is nicely. All right, and he's well rested, so he gets to reroll any number of dice if he wants to. And he gets, what does he get for hits? All right, he takes him down. He gets 2 body hits. You know what? He's going to reroll this with well rested because 2 body hits is going to kill the Feral Ghoul anyway. He's going to use his well rested trait. And he's going to re-roll that 1 die. And he gets only 1 hit. All right, that's better than 2. So let's process all of this at his player area. And yeah, he's taken the Feral Ghoul out. All right, so he takes out the Feral Ghoul. which is good stuff. He does take 1 hit, though, and that's 2 damage because it's a level 2 creature. So 1, 2, he's down to 6 health. Takes care of the dice. Oh, well, and we'll look at the dice. He's got 1, 2 body hits, 2 body hits. Kills the feral ghoul. That's going to give him 2 experience. No loot, though, so 1, 2 experience. Getting closer to leveling up again. And we have to replace now the bug icon on the board. So let's go ahead back to the player board, and we're going to replace the bug on the nearest space that has a bug icon. And the nearest space that has a bug icon is right here. It's only 1 away. This one is 2. Oh, this one is also 1 away. Ooh, he can place the bug in either spot because they're both 1 away. I think, oh man, I think he is going to place the bug here. So we do a face down bug unit. Now he still has 1 movement point remaining, and I think he will, where's he going to go? I think he's going to go to Ashbury Road, which is a settlement, because he might want to have a settlement encounter there next time. That's going to end off his turn. We're going to end off the round. It's going to end this episode for today, which has been going on quite some time. All right, so we're going to end off the episode with drawing an agenda card and seeing which creatures are going to move. Well, this time Brotherhood of Steel is going to move, and the Deathclaw. Okay, Brotherhood of Steel and the Deathclaw. Well, the Brotherhood of Steel is right here. It's the only one on the board. It's going to move up here, the Bounty Hunter. And the Deathclaw, the only Deathclaw unit is right here. It is going to be heading towards us. And I think if it moves here, that's probably the best option. So that's it for our episode today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, and likes. Really appreciate it. We're playing Follow the Board Game again. This time we are playing the Capital Wasteland scenario. And right now we have our Ghoul with 2 agenda cards, which aren't doing him a whole lot of good. So he has 2 influence. The Super Mutant has 1 card, which is at least 1 influence, but we don't know what the text on it is. So far, we need 10 influence to win the game. First 1 to 10 at the end of a round. Without tying, if there's a tie, there's tiebreaker rules. We'll win the game. So we still have Vault Rumors out there, Kill a Raider. We have 1 more silver dollar. Either go to Project Purity or the Tower. And we have Blood for Blood. So we can go to the Raider camp, discard a companion, or we can try to make a skill test to become the head of the Raider camp. As a Ghoul, we're already vilified, so that might be an option for us, but we'll find out in future episodes. So thanks so much again for watching along, and we'll see you in the next episode.